should play new DLCs for Remnant 2 sometimes. We didn't stream Remnant in its holiday. I don't believe so. We streamed on the Remnant 1, but I'm not sure if it would be good for context. Anyway, now we go straight for the quest. There it is. Main quest, the Lotus Eaters. I don't suppose this is going to be long. They usually are not, especially if they are just prequels. Sometimes there is like a lot of grinding and so, but I don't suspect it is going to be here. So I expect like 1, maybe 2 hours tops. It will be probably over in 30 minutes unless I'm going to be dying a lot. But I'm taking my Garuda just to be sure. My Garuda is probably the least proficient in terms of like weapons I gave her and stuff. Like the Grimoire is good, but her.
Why is he here? Otis supposes everyone has to be somewhere.
Thank you for your infinite wisdom, Ordis. Let's play Lotus Eaters. Oh, that's chilling music. That is chilling spin on This Is What You Are soundtrack. Or song, rather. It is beautiful. So this is my Lotus. I wonder if she differs based on what you chose or what you dress up her as. Not that it would matter. Investigate the sound. A strange call comes from beyond and must not go unanswered. This is beautiful and horrifying at the same time. So we have our man in the wall. People started calling him Wally, by the way. What sound? Better than Waldo? Yeah. So I suppose we will have to go to the Entrati lab, right? Oh my god, so many people spamming in chat. What's going on? There's so many people playing this game. Like, it is not your typical MMO, but it is an MMO. Even if it's like instanced MMO. It's like if you would take the whole open world from the MMO, but left everything else in. Raids, instances, cities. It's all there. And it's quite active actually. Meanwhile, Black Desert Online is dying. So yeah, we are going to enter the laboratory. We will investigate the sound. Let's go. So this is how you build a lore with the sound alone. So I hope the game is not screaming too much. I have it like 50%. I don't know. Let me check. Let me check something. Let me get to the options. Sound, alright. Voice. There should be. There's a voice chat? When did they add voice chat? What I wanted to do was mute when the background. It's okay because I wanted to check. It's okay for now. Okay, I wanted to check if the. Let's tone this down a little on my end. I wanted to check how much the mic is taking it. It seems yelling a lot. My microphone is stronger at this point. but it seems to be yelling. What I was talking about is this is how you build a background for your lore. Because this is the most favorite, most beloved song in the whole Warframe universe, or more like a variation of it, which is called This Is What You Are. And this is the song that you first heard it when you realized what operator is. When you actually awakened your operator and you no longer was just Warframe, but you were literally your operator. This was before Drifter. Everybody is playing Drifter now because it's evolution, right? But operator was such a new thing to do. And it was actually a character that you could create. And of course the song was beautiful. But it is distorted here and more emotional, even more emotional, less action. There are no drums, and it's just kept the emotion. It's supposed to be Lotus singing this? I don't know, but just as we get here, and let me exit, let's go back to the Necrolis, let's go back in there and listen when we get in there. You will see the distorted version, slightly changed version, more melodic version, but it's still the sound that we know that Man in the Wall does, which Rel translated the best he could, and the best he could go in was the rap tap tap, which is actually the signature voice of this entity that we call Man in the Wall. Some call it indifference. We know that it is a voice entity, it is a sentient void that is causing all of these eldritch horrors that we are encountering. So let's go once more into the Entrati chambers. And by the way, it is so eerie because there is nobody else around there. Lloyd is not there, Lloyd isn't there, the animals aren't there, the players aren't there. Usually it is more lively. It's comforting. Now it is completely empty, which is creepy. And listen to the voice as we get there. Just listen to it. Did you hear it? Wait, Lloyd is here. Okay, I was wrong. He's not saying anything. So the animals seem to be here. We cannot talk to them. Let's check what is going on. I was actually here already, staring into the void, listening for those rap tap tap noises because they were there. It is Lotus humming.
Oh, it's you.
We are both there? Hey kiddo. I gotta say, yeah, it is. I gotta say they are going wild. Their story is getting better and better. I did like the new war, for example, but it has its flaws. But the more they are doing, the more they are going at it, the better it is actually getting. Like they are learning, their writers are evolving, and it is consistent. So you can say, you can see it is not like the case of Blizzard, where every expansion seems like somebody else wrote it. These guys, they have their writers, and those writers are improving by telling the story, and they are keeping consistent. It's great. So we can choose if I'm going to be operator or the drifter, which is, by the way, my operator is a male kiddo and my drifter is female, because my male was so damn ugly that I straight up just changed him. And I think it's like a fitting, because I like the diversity there, but I'm just I like my drifter. I will go as drifter. So I have an option. Careful there. I'm here to help. What do you mean it's you? Don't listen to it. What is that noise? Okay. What do you mean it's you? Let's go with the first one. Let's be more mature. Oh, I need to choose for both of them. So careful there. Don't listen to it.
It's him. I knew he'd come after you next.
Easy. You're scaring the kid.
You love it.
You, my child. The great indifference wants to take. I want to let it. I feel only the call. You, my champion. Please, drown out that noise that beckons. If any other answers the call, no, it has to be you. Our paradox.
You know, it would be funny if you had to choose one of them and the other would be sacrificed. That would be so fucked up. Alright. What if I don't? I wanna see what happens. I wanna see what happens if I don't. Oh, okay. So this is the cinematic. That's perfectly fine. Let's hold it. We are in the mall. Kalimos, hello. How are you doing? So I'm permanently in the stealth mode. That's fine. Hello, Kalimos, sir. We know, by the way, we know that there is infestation, some sort of infestation, infesting that pop boy band, and it is what's creating all of the nonsense all around here. This is loud. Oh my god. Okay, do we hear the voices? Noises? It's very easy to forget how intriguing this game is, because you exhaust the quests. You exhaust the quest pretty quickly, because the quests are just a small part of the game and they are very intriguing, but once you are done with them, you just end up again just farming and grinding and all of those things. It's very easy to forget how interesting this universe, this lore actually is. You like the environment, by the way? Okay, let's just tone this down. This is let's put everything to 75. My OCD just won't let me to have this mismatched. Okay, Maybe 45 here. Confirm. Kalimos, where are you taking me? So he knows I'm here, right? He recognizes the Tenno. Magic. Okay. In the offices.
Do you hear it? The calls of angels, devils, life itself. It's grown so loud. It tries to follow in his footsteps through time. You must find him first.
So that's it. Like, I was overly generous. Okay, so at least now we know how to get to the past. We will be transferring through phones. Where did the kid go? She said it wants the kid, right? So that's interesting implication. We don't know what that means, but okay. Right. That was a short quest line. I expected at least a little bit of fight, you know, or something. Yeah, I'm kind of disappointed, not gonna lie. Not that it would be low quality, it was great quality. The sound design was phenomenal. The creepy mall was something, we know this mall. They already introduced this mall. You can actually go look into the mall right now because it's open to public. You can also play demo for Warframe 1999. But it means that they just put it there, they put Kalimos in there, Kalimos led you to the phone and you got it back, so we know that through transference we can actually travel through time, which is interesting implication. And despite this as being phenomenal discovery, I still think that the quest is kind of lacking it. It's been short. And honestly, what I'm thinking is they promised us Warframe 1999 too early. Because they said it's going to be ready in 2024 and they still trying to push it out this December. And I think their due date is kind of burning hot at this point and they are not ready to push it. So I expect there will be a lot of issues with the launch, there will be a lot of bugs and a lot of things that are going to be unpolished. From the demo, I had fun playing the demo. You're playing as Arthur, you're shooting this whatever fucked up version of Grineer that is in the past. It was all fine, but it was still one map and one protograph Warframe, like with the predefined or predetermined items that he had. And all in all, it was just the same with different textures, with this Germany or like Berlin, Cold War Berlin, I don't know, textures. And the proto frame is just a textured Excalibur. The weapon was different. Okay, I give them that. Sound design was fine, but sound department was always working phenomenally in Warframe. So what I'm a little bit of afraid is that this Lotus Eaters quest that we've just completed has been this short because they wanted to give players at least something to soothe the masses. Because two things might happen, right? They will just push it to the end of December, like 30 or 30, 31, I don't know when the 1999 is coming out. Let's call it 99 only. But they wanted to give players at least something because players were waiting the entire year and they figure out that they're not going to make it on time, so they pushed it to the latest date possible, meaning sometime in December, right? And it's probably going to be towards the end of December, meaning almost New Year. Or worst case scenario is they will push it to 2025 because it will be so unstable and so untested that they won't dare to publish it. Either way, they needed to push at least something out to give us a little bit of something, a little bit of a treat. So they pushed this, and usually the quests in Warframe are good, but this has to be the shortest quest I've experienced in Warframe yet. Like literally the shortest one. Because you had the quests like the New War, they have been so long, and you played for hours because you had to fight in your ship, how this is called, railjack, and then everything went wrong and you got flushed into the void, and then you suddenly were playing as a drifter, and there were separate missions as drifter and you were playing as drifter. You know how it went. Or Duviri, that also it was just a huge series of quests. You had to escape the dream until you got out, etc. And this is like, you go to Lotus, you have 2 dialogue options for 2 paradoxical versions of yourself. Then you go through the mall from one phone to another, and that's the end of the quest. And there are lore implications in that. It was atmospheric, it was greatly written, greatly done. But in the end of the day, it was just one short trip to the creepy mall, and that's it. Yeah, sure, there was Kalimos, but it brings, apart from the fact that we can now travel through Transcendence via those old phones, it didn't bring anything new. It didn't bring anything that we didn't already know that exists. So I am a little bit underwhelmed, to be honest. Anyway, this has been Lotus Eaters. I hope you enjoyed it. I was so hyped and it was done so quickly. I don't know what to think about that. So I hope that Warframe 1999 will make this up to us, to players, because players are very hyped for this. And I think there is a lot of players like me who enjoy the story and not just the grind. I can understand there is a lot of players, a lot of Warframe veterans that are like, I don't care, just give me the hot skins, give me the hot proto skins, give me the new weapons, give me new content, give me new things to shoot. That's fine, but I think there is a lot of people who care about the story, who care about the quest, who care about the lore, and who are invested in it. And I hope we, especially now, when there is such a breakthrough, we are going to literally to the past. We are going to see. Okay, sure. We are going to see how this unique universum that is very akin to ours, but not really, looked in the years of the previous millennium, the 1999. This is huge. So I hope they won't botch it up. With that said, thank you for watching. This has been like mini stream. And I'm going to talk about Lamplight City. Lamplight City didn't happen. What happened in Lamplight City, stay in the Lamplight City. Thank you for watching. I will be back with more games, with more adventures. I'll see you soon.